we on? Are we live? Good evening, Ariel. Welcome, JJK. Had a great Friday today. Thanks for asking. Thanks for being here. Welcome. Hello, Masato. Greetings, beloved. I'm sorry I forgot who you are on TikTok. I apologize. Hello, Mercedes. Welcome. It's nice to see you again. It's nice to see you again, Joshua. Good evening. Doing great. Thanks for asking. Hello, Lauren. Welcome. Tonight, we're focusing on doing some solar plexus healing. As the Reiki comes in, I'd like for you to just focus. Imagine that yellow ball, that energy center, at 2 finger widths above the navel, just below the heart, your solar plexus. It's the seat of our willpower. It's where we find our voice, our creativity, and our inspiration, our motivation. It's where we speak our truth. Welcome, Michelle. Oh, Cassius. I thought you were Cassius. Hello, Starfire. Just hoping Reiki can cure a hangover. From personal experience, it definitely helps. It definitely helps if you are going to consume alcohol to bless that alcohol with Reiki beforehand. It works a lot better with your body. Hello, Dominique. Hello, Julie. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Sweets Harmony. Your 19th month old loves my shorts and copies the hand motions. That is beautiful. I think you have a born healer or a reincarnated healer that you're raising. That's really cool. I wish I had been exposed to Reiki when I was 19 months old. Hello, Sarah. Yeah, we're going to start by letting go and releasing negative energy we've been holding on to throughout the week from our interactions with people and places that we've been to and work, things we've had to do. Any negativity that we have lingering in our body. Going to channel this Reiki and encourage us to let it go, so long as it's not serving our greatest and highest good. Hello, Hallie, welcome. Hallie, was it you that went for Reiki training today? I can't remember. So, I'm going to start by just visualizing some cords, attachments that we have that are not aligned with us in our greatest and highest good. Visualizing some of these cords coming out of our body, connecting us to situations and people that are not good for us, that are toxic, that are draining our energy, and visualizing these cords. I'm going to go ahead and cut them at this time. Ariel, I'm doing great. And Sammy's doing great as well. I think she's upstairs sleeping right now. Hal, you got your first 4 attunements. How did that go? I can't remember how many attunements I got with Reiki 1, but you just did you do Reiki 1 and 2, or just Reiki 1? Hello, Jonathan. Welcome. Hello, Kimmy. Welcome. So I'm going to take some of these cords now. Some of these attachments that are not in our best interests or highest good to hold on to those people, places, and things, draining and sapping our energy, snipping those cords so we can let go. Feel more free and at ease, and lighter. Yeah, Hallie, it's really interesting that in all the Reiki systems, at least I'm aware of, each master teacher can trace their lineage back to the founder. And I believe for myself it was about 3 people as well. I believe, I'm trying to think, it was my teacher, Carrie Draper was her name, was taught by Franz Stein, who I believe is one of the leaders of the International House of Reiki. And he was taught by Doi Hiroshi, wonderful Japanese guy who was taught by, I believe his name is Chujiro Hayashi. He was one of Usui Mikau's first students. So it's really a short list of lineage. Hello D27A, sending a lot of love to your car right now. Grateful for you. Grateful for you, Jonathan. I love you too, man. And just grabbing any remaining bits in our aura that we can let go of, any residual energy, anything stuck, clinging to us. Much love back to you in Australia, Raven Gold. Welcome. A little bit of allergies today, so I'm grateful that I can mute my microphone. Just draw another Reiki symbol here. I hope you all had a great week. Very productive week. This healing tonight and dealing with the solar plexus should help motivation, digestive health issues, gastrointestinal issues, well as if we need some inspiration or a little boost to our creativity, we're having a little artist block or writer's block. It's going to be focusing on energizing, unblocking, and opening the solar plexus. Wow, Hallie, I don't think I know any of those people. I'll have to do some research. I don't take anything for the allergies. At least, I mean, I definitely take, different adaptogenic mushrooms, dandelion and honey and things like that. Lots of tea. But I appreciate you looking out for me. Mercedes, I'm glad to hear that. I'm grateful that you had a good week. I hope you all had a good week. It's a good week, says Joshua. Very productive. Just way too busy and some stressful. I understand. I had a few stressful days this week. A few stressful days here and there. Between the Reiki and my frog stuff. Sometimes there's a lot of people hitting me up, or a lot of people that are trying to get my attention or need things from me. It's very overwhelming. Oh, Hawayo Takata. Yes, I love her. Okay. So yeah, I'm not familiar with many of the people that she trained. So, because my lineage, wasn't part of hers, but that's very cool. I've read a lot about her. Love honey. Oh, thank you, Mercedes. So kind. Thank you, Spartan. Much love. This Reiki healing is intended for our solar plexus and digestive health, but certainly it will go to wherever you need to receive it most. Hello, JLNMB. Welcome. Grateful to see you again here on YouTube. Peace and love. Yes, I feel that the universe will continuously challenge us with difficult, problematic situations and people in our lives as we go about our day and our week. Just to trigger us, just to throw us off balance, to see how well we do, see how well we can return to that place of peace. How much have we learned? Can we always practice kindness? I feel there's a lot of growth that happens in those stressful moments, especially if you know where to look, Did you have any unusual sensations during your attunements or afterwards, Hallie? And if it was today, I mean, you might have some very interesting dreams as well. I feel that, Jonathan. I used to be very angry when I was younger. Sometimes it still comes up as I get triggered. But it's all about being able to kind of reel in those emotions. And once you start feeling that anger or that trigger, to pull yourself back. And instead of becoming the emotions and the thoughts, to realize that you are merely the observer, playing a role, you know. And if you can teach yourself to pull back and immediately self-reflect, you can let go of that anger because you realize that it doesn't mean anything. Whatever situation that aroused your anger, it's usually not worth getting angry about. You know what I mean? But it takes a great deal of self-awareness and the ability to self-reflect, and not many people are trained in that. It's not something they teach in schools, you know. And that's beautiful, Hallie. Felt tense and shaky at first, but during the attunement you felt a big wave of stillness come over. It's like you get that feeling of complete oneness, total peace. It's beautiful. What triggers me are silly things that still trigger me, like if I have to repeat myself a few times, like if I have to repeat an action over and over again because it didn't go right, or I need to, like, you know, anything that's like a time waster that shouldn't have happened, you know. And it's kind of silly, but usually if I have to repeat myself, like repeating an action, something like that. Also silly things like if I expected to be somewhere at a certain time, or if I'm running late, you know, people on the road. Sometimes my ego wants to say, like, no, this should have been done already, you know, or no, I should have had this done already. Why didn't it work? I should, you know, or like I should be there by now, or like, you know, silly little egotistical things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So what does it matter in the span of a life if we didn't arrive on time or when we planned things to happen? But it's difficult once you start experiencing these angry emotions. You don't catch yourself in time. The universe keeps triggering us to remind us. Because if we never got triggered and we lived a completely peaceful life, there would probably be little growth, little healing. The true healing and growth is done in those tough moments, those moments of struggle, when we are challenged, when our peace and our way of life is threatened. How do we respond? Do we still lean into love and gratitude? Do we get angry? Wow, Johnny Bright. I really appreciate that. It'll stay in your face until it's handled with grace. That's wonderful. I've not heard that before. The illusion of control, that's right. Yes. To think that we as humans on this planet have control over anything. Even the things that we do have control over. It's not much. But I feel that we regain a lot of access to peace. We learn to let go of the things that are outside of our control and stop worrying so much. Again, not easy to do, right? We love to feel like we're in control of this thing. And when we're out of control, we tend to get afraid or we lash out. It's part of the human experience. It's learning to find grace in those moments. That's where we grow our strength. Love that, Jonathan. Hello, Freku Music. Welcome. I will. Sometimes I'll have the most blissful meditation. And then I'll go out into public and 2 or 3 things will happen in a row. And then I'll just be like heated. I'll have to really think about why I'm heated and walk myself down from those emotions. It's the moment you stop acting from a place of love. When you start losing control, because you can control how you react, how you act towards others, and the energy that you put out to the world. You can always control that. So right, Joshua. I always say, Matthew, let Jesus take the wheel. You say that to yourself, Mercedes? Teasing you. In this case, it's our higher self that plays the role as Jesus in the situation. Our limitless higher self that knows that everything is okay, that laughs at life because it's all a game, it's all a joke, it's all silliness. We're having fun down here. We overcomplicate and we overanalyze and we make things a little bit more difficult than they have to be. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you. Don't mean to make you cry. Crying is a very healthy emotional release, so cry if you gotta cry. Reiki goes wherever it is needed. That's one of the great things about Reiki that I express on the other app that I stream to all the time. I think it's quite wonderful when channeling Reiki that it really helps you step out of your own way. So as Reiki practitioners, we learn to kind of put our ego aside, become an empty vessel for the Reiki to flow through, a channel for the healing to take place, you know. So in Reiki, we truly can put our ego aside, just tune into the healing, the energy, the love, that beautiful unconditional love as it just flows throughout everything, and just really tap into it, feel it so deeply. And that's where you get that sensation of oneness, wholeness, completeness. And you realize that you're not sad, you're not angry, you're not lonely. The ego is lonely. Our human selves are lonely. We strive for connection. But when we tap into our higher self, we realize that we are all already connected. You know? And I know I sound this up. I say this a lot, so I'm at risk for sounding like a broken record, but we really are all connected. When you tap into that, divine source energy that Reiki is. You really feel it so poignantly. Thank you, Mercedes, for the $5. Thank you. I hope you continue to say, Matthew, let Jesus take the wheel. I appreciate you and your energy and your kindness. That's wonderful, D27A. I hope your car gets sorted out quickly. It always sucks when there's problems with the car, you know. Big on allergies tonight. Thank you, Mercedes. I love Jesus right back, and I love you too. I appreciate you very much. I believe that Jesus did Reiki 100 million%. I believe that Reiki was something that all of humanity had access to in the past and lost over the years. Thank you so much, Joshua, for the $2. So much love to you. Thank you. Your kindness is very appreciated. Much love. I believe that Jesus definitely did Reiki. Now, of course, to do Reiki on Jesus' level, you'd have to be an ascended master like him, but I believe that being like him and emulating his example is something we should always strive for. My dreams, Hallie, the one dream that I remember specifically after my first attunement was I was floating in the cosmos, and there were stars and galaxies all around me, and all I could see was my light body, and it had a vaguely humanoid shape. It was made of light and stars and stardust and gases and things in different colors, and there were two spirit beings with me, spirit guides or ascended masters, and they were doing like energy work on my energy body, and they were pulling and stretching, and they were activating my Merkaba, realigning meridians and things. It was very, very interesting dream. I have heard of Dolores Cannon, Mercedes, but I don't know a whole lot about her. Does she do channeled messages? Yeah, me, absolutely. I'm going to bring out some forks. Listening to a 528 hertz frequency track right now, but I'm going to bring out a 528 very soon as we focus on our solar plexus. Feeling more inspired, getting back in touch with our creativity, our most authentic self, having the courage to be ourselves and speak our truth, our willpower, also our digestive health. Where are my forks? They're not here. Okay. Are you guys in favor of me abandoning my post for a minute to go grab the forks? in favor. It'll just be for a quick minute. Shouldn't throw off the flow too much. Okay, all right. That was a dream I had, yes. That wasn't really a dream, was it? Okay, I'll be right back. I love you. Had them all ready to go, and then I set them down. I lost track of them. Use a little 417 for letting go, clearing negative energy. And then we'll bring out the 528 for the unconditional love and the healing, the deep DNA and regenerative cellular healing. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you, Cassius. You know, the thing about our inner child, sometimes that deep healing, in order to take place, we have to just go back to that inner child in meditation. Go back to that little child who is hurt or scared or alone. Just comfort them. Best thing about Reiki is that it works outside of time and space. As we all know, you can send Reiki to yourself as a child and receive that healing and receive that comfort, thereby healed in the present moment, gradually, of the trauma you might be facing. So our first frequency, which is magnificent for clearing negative energy, releasing negative situations, facilitating change, our 417 hertz. Joshua says, I swear I just predicted when you left as you were getting ready to do so. There is a slight delay in the stream. You know, give this one a listen. Hello, Jen. Welcome. Nice to see you. I believe going back and getting in touch with our inner child and spending time with them in meditation is a really good way to heal and release any pain that's stemming from like our early life trauma. Even just going back to yourself in any moment where something significantly traumatic happened to you, or anything bad, you know, a breakup, or bullied at school, you know, talked down to by an elder or your parents, and how you felt in that situation. If you felt, you know, like you felt alone, going back and offering yourself comfort and feeling that love being shared goes a long way to healing that trauma, you know what I mean? Hello, Kanika. Welcome. Grateful to have you here. D27A, thank you. Do love the tuning forks a lot. I'm gonna whack that one a little harder. There we go. Hello, sunscreen. Spirit Pond. It's alright. Spirit Bond would be very interesting. My name is Bond. Spirit Bond. Getting back on track with your meditation and grounding. Need some help. I've been using an app recently called Finch. Finch, and it's a self-care app that allows you to set goals for yourself and keep track of them while you take care of a little finch bird. Hello, Emmy. So, if you're interested, check that app out, because I set my little meditation reminders, my grounding reminders, you know, physical activity stuff, affirmations, gratitude, stuff like that, all of that in the Finch app. Is it? Yeah. Masato, isn't Finch helpful? So sunscreen, if you're looking for a way to hold yourself accountable as you complete these tasks like meditating, it gives energy to your finch so you can go out and have adventures. And it's really, really cool. Check it out. Called Finch. Double O Reiki, my goodness. You guys are really funny. Sunscreen says, I did a meditation class with a Buddhist bunch of us. I fell into a trance. Best trance I ever fell out in. Yeah, there is fewer joys than like entering a complete and total trance state, like a deep trance state in meditation. So my cat is screaming for no reason in the background. Just screaming. I think she's screaming at my friend. You know, so don't mind her. Matthew is like the father frog and we are like his baby frog. I don't know. I don't elevate myself above any of you. We're all like young frogs swimming around in a big pond, right? But we're also the older frog. We're also the tadpole. We're also the reeds and the lily pads. We're also the water that we swim in, you know, and it's all connected to each other. So if you look at it like that, we are the pond. We are the frogs that swim in the pond. you know? I love having this conversation. Hello, Bree. Speaking of Finch, like one flew right by me and brushed against my calf as I watered my lemon tree. It was cute. That's beautiful. You should look up the spiritual significance of a finch. There has to be something synchronistic about that. Also, lemon tree. That's exciting. Sammy will make an appearance towards the end of the stream. Kanika, I'm grateful that you were here. I'm sorry that you're going through a tough phase, but I'm grateful that the Reiki has been helpful to you. Much love. Namaste. He taught us when inhaling, push your stomach out, and inhale, you take your stomach in. That's right. That's what I try to do when I meditate. I try to breathe into my belly. You know, you really want that prana. You're inhaling that life force. Beautiful source energy. There is actually Hallie, if you out there. Hallie, I have a pop quiz for you as a new Reiki practitioner. What is the Japanese name for one of the meditations that you probably learned in Reiki level 1, which is the method for increasing and raising energy and also strengthening your hara? Can you tell me? That meditation has something to do with breathing into your belly, and it's very important. I'll see if Hallie's here. I don't want to put her on the spot, but... I'm sorry, Hallie. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. It's okay. It's tough to remember everything. It's called the Joshin Kokyu Ho, which is the method for increasing energy. And it's one of the first Reiki meditations that we learn becoming a new Reiki healer. And with the Joshin Kokyu Ho, we set the intent to channel Reiki. We sit comfortably on the ground, our palms up on our knees, resting, and we inhale the Reiki energy into our hara, our lower abdomen, feeling it inflate with air as we breathe that Reiki energy in, strengthening the hara, expanding that energy throughout our entire body at the top of our breath. Excuse me. And then exhaling, we expand that Reiki energy out in all directions. You weren't taught that one? Oh, okay. That was one of the first ones we were taught. But I know not every teacher teaches the same. You also, Bree says, I also seen someone run to another room in my home. I thought for sure it was my ex who just passed. I was hearing his favorite song and I seen something white run. Oh, Bree, I'm sorry for your loss. Losing loved ones is not easy, but more than likely they're still with you. And as for the Finch app, if you guys would like me to show you really briefly, it's just called Finch, This is what it looks like when you pull it up on the screen. It'll even ask you, depending on the time of day. It's like, oh, how satisfied are you with today? And if you're really dissatisfied with today, you can journal about it. It offers you journaling. You can chat with your Finch and have them on adventures. It's a very cool app. I'm gonna see if they want to sponsor me, because I've talked about them a lot now. Be like, they do comment on their stuff on Instagram. Agni Reina, welcome. Thank you for coming. Starfire, your hangover's finally gone. I try to avoid drinking as much as I can, because at the age of 34, if you have like more than 2 drinks, I feel like it just affects you so much more, you know? I used to drink a ton when I was younger. As I've gotten older, I've cut it back a lot, you know, by a lot. Doesn't really align with me anymore, but I do have a couple every once in a while. But usually if I have like 2 is my limit, and I'll still feel kind of poopy the next day, and a little low energy, and a little sad. But any more than that, it's just my body's just like, ugh. He says, he's the reason I found your channel. I felt I needed cleansing and you came up. I don't understand, Bree. How is he the reason? I'm sorry. It's so funny, yours is purple, since in your TikToks you're purple due to your lighting. What do you mean mine is purple? Wait, my what is purple? Confused. A little confused. REL, 2 is your limit too? That's great. You know, it's so funny because I remember the crazy contrast from when I was young. When I was young and I was on the military and I was on deployment. If any of you have been in the military, been on deployment, some bases you can't drink. Some bases out there you're allowed 3 drinks minimum for, you know, soldiers and personnel. And that's your limit, right? So in those days when I was like, you know, 21, 22, deployed, it was like, okay, pour 3 shots into a thing and just shoot them all down at once, or like save them or something, and it was just ridiculous. Now it's like I have 2 drinks and I'm like, all right, that's enough. Sometimes I just have 1 and I'm like, I don't need another one. I'm good, you know. Ah, yes, my Finch is purple. Yes. Oh, Bree said I was sad missing my ex, and I found Reiki masters or teachers. Yeah, Reiki master, Reiki practitioner. You know. I feel like I want to tell you right now, Bree, that, you know, it really sucks to lose someone in this life. But if you really look upon it, nothing is ever really destroyed. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. People are never truly gone. And Bree, I know you know that already. That your loved ones are waiting for you. Your ex is still there. I feel like he wants you to remember the good times and cherish those memories, because those memories are still alive and well and will always live in your heart, Just like he will always live in your heart and he will always be there for you. You know, but he doesn't want you to be sad. He wants you to be happy. Whatever steps you take to finding that healing, I'm sure he's leading you to find the right kind of healing so you can let go and you can be happy. Be at peace. Because when all of this is said and done, we get to see each other again when we go back home. Death is just a transition from states of being. We're on earth to learn lessons and experience and be in school, but this is not our true home. I hear you, D27A. Yeah, I used to, for a long time, I was drinking every single day. It was really bad. And again, I would get really drunk, and the hangovers just didn't really bother me. I just went on with my day. I felt like crap, but it was like I was so used to feeling like crap that it was just the norm, you know? But we all grow, we all evolve. Alcohol, I have no problems with it, because I do enjoy alcohol every once in a while, but it is a trap. Definitely does lower our vibration and keep us in a lower vibration when we're trying to ascend. The best thing we could all do is never drink again. But even as I say that, I know that that's not true for me. All that being said, just be mindful of its effects on you. That's right, Bree. I'm grateful that you came by tonight. Yeah. He'll definitely send you messages through songs, repeated numbers. Just little things. If you guys had inside jokes or little things that only you two share, find a way to bring those to your attention. I was in the Air Force. I was an aircraft mechanic. I worked on KC-135 Strato tanker. It's like a Boeing 737 jet that refuels other jets in the sky. Milkshakes. Oh, Mercedes says, don't drink, Matthew, have a chocolate milkshake instead. You know, it could be argued, Mercedes, that depending on the ingredients of said milkshake, it might be even worse for you than the alcohol, especially if there's high fructose corn syrup involved, or milk, of which I am lactose intolerant. I drink oat milk. But if it's a nice home-brewed oat milk milkshake, you know, with some nice cacao, like roasted cacao nibs, cocoa butter in there. Hello, Elena. So I'm definitely no longer in the military. Dominique, I will find a picture of myself with short hair and post it. I might be able to find one if we all sit tight after this energy healing. I didn't realize it's already 9:56. Holy crap. What the heck? Alright, one last tuning fork. Time got away from me. if you're lactose intolerant, gluten intolerant, you can have a chocolate milkshake with cashew milk. There's all kinds of different milks. Your brother and brother-in-law flew KC-135s. That's very cool. Well, you can let them know that the Reiki master that you watch on YouTube worked on the hydraulic systems of those KC-135s to help keep them flying. Well, as we are running a little short on time, I am going to use this little sacred smoke cleanse here to seal this Reiki within us and clear our energy in our space. If you will allow me. Cassius, I'm grateful for you. Addicted is a dangerous word, though, to use. How do you manage to always be so calm? That's the thing, I'm not. When channeling Reiki, it's much easier to push the ego aside, to push the human side of us away, and tap into our higher self because we're in the flow of this divine, unconditionally loving energy, and it's all encompassing, you know? Surrounds us and moves through us. So it's easier to be at peace and to reclaim that peace, that joy of just being alive. It's when the Reiki's off and you're going through the day-to-day when it becomes practice. So let that smoke wash over you for a few minutes. Clearing our energy, we're sealing this Reiki healing now. Oh, thank you, India. Big happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Be driving down, visiting my mom. Okay, so good thing for me to mention. I will not be live on TikTok Monday night. I do apologize, but I'm going to be taking a long weekend to visit my mother in Staten Island. So I'll be back Tuesday night on TikTok. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you. I feel you, Joshua. When we're all connecting, time knows no limits. We're outside of time. If you pay that kindness forward, you're blessing yourself and all the people around you. But I do ask, and this is hard because we get caught up in our egos and we get sad and we get angry, we get frustrated, we get overwhelmed. But I think it's incredibly important to always act from a place of love and kindness. Because when we look at anyone out there, the word namaste literally means that the divinity in me, the divine light in me, recognizes and sees the divine light in you. So when we say namaste, we're saying that I recognize you. I see myself in you. I see that divine light. And if you can go about your life and remember that, remember to look for the divine light in everyone, whether they're asleep or awake, conscious or unconscious, no matter how you perceive them behaving. Just remember that. It'll go a long way towards raising the frequency of this planet. I was going to use some tiger's eye tonight, but I got so caught up in the healing. Now, if you will allow me, my wonderful friends, I'm going to see if I have any military pictures. So, oh dear Lord. I might have a couple, okay? Might have a couple. So, let's see how I do that. I have to find the image. So this is a really bad picture. It's the first one that I found. And that right there is me. Very long time ago. I don't know what kind of face I was making. I was taking a selfie working on a boom or an air refueling boom or something with like a socket in my hand. My goodness, that is terrible. I'm gonna take that away now. I'm 34. I'm 34 years old currently. Let's see here. Let me see if I could find one more. And then I have to go. Let's see. The way I used to take pictures when I was younger is just like so ridiculous. Oh my god, why is this so big? This is a horrible, horrible picture of me. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. That was, you can see I still have this ring here. You know, I've had this ring, this Ankh ring, for a very, very long time. And that was back in my Air Force days. Obviously not in uniform, but jeez. It's just, wow. Night and day, night and day. Let me see if I could find one more. Yeah, I was probably like 22. That picture. If I had to guess. A few pictures of our military antics and some of the stuff just feels like yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna see if I could find one more, and that'll be it. Let's see. I don't know if I have a good one, but I don't want to keep you guys here too much longer. My search. Let's see. Okay, here's another one. This is me just gotten out of the military, and so I just recently got out of the military, and I was growing a beard, and I don't know what I was doing. And here I was about 26. Still a long way to go in that picture. Long way to go. Grateful for the journey, of course, you know. Wow. That is more than most of you have been able to see. Elena said, I am 49. We can get married if you want. Oh my goodness, Elena. I am flattered. Thanks. I appreciate you being so generous of yourself there. It's very kind. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate all the love. Yeah, I guess you could say, Dominique, that, yeah, I am happier now, more at peace. I was a lot more mixed up and angry, different things, and drinking a lot, so I'm definitely a lot better now, you know? Yeah, the ring collection started a long time ago. But yeah, I appreciate you all so very much. I hope you have the most wonderful, blessed weekend, so restful, rejuvenating, peaceful weekend. I'm incredibly grateful for all of you. Second pic of me looks like a 90s, 2000s rock star, maybe Blink-182. Jeez, thanks. Again, very, very flattering. Much love, everyone. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and weekend. I'll be back Tuesday night on TikTok, but I've got a new YouTube video going up Monday. It's already up there, so check it out and turn on your notifications if you haven't already. I love you all. Thanks again. Have a great weekend. I love you. Goodbye. Good night. Much love, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sharing this Reiki healing. Much love, much love, much love.